Welcome back. We're here with part 41 of Cordelia's Reign, and it is check-in time. So we are going to be doing a lot of culling and getting a lot of Sims pregnant. So just checking out birthdays, we're going to give them their taxes, and we have 3 toddlers in this household already. Um, so we are going to work on their aspirations and jobs a little bit here. Cordelia needs to get up to level 4 charisma, and it is new skill day, so I'm just having German work on the logic skill, just because. And then we'll check in on the babies making messes. Yep, always making messes. Okay, so we are just going to let them do that for a second, and then I do want to get them pregnant, and we're going to give them some promotions as well because they've been working hard while we haven't seen them. So there we go. And now it is time to make babies. So here we go. There they go. And we're all set. So that's really all we're going to do in this household. There's no elders in this household right now because Chaz is living with the royal family. So it's not really an issue. But he'll probably end up passing away in the next one. I am going to let him and Cordelia go naturally, and little Cordelia is going to have twins. That's going to be hellish. Good thing we don't live here. So let's move on to our next household. Um, but yeah, so all of our elders are getting really old, and I want to be there to see them die so I can get their tombstones for our graveyard. So we are going to be getting rid of most of them today. And we are here with the Siren family, and I'm going to first I tried to set the age to 40, but he's still got bonus days or whatever, so he's not going to die for 4 sim days, and we're not going to hang out here for 4 sim days. So, um, here is little Giselle was right there, and she's a child now. Here is Joanna, who is Rodrigo um, and Regina's daughter. So, because they won't die of old age very quickly, I am just going to use Life's Tragedies to get rid of them. I'd use MCCC, but it's not working. It just turns my Sims into ghosts instead of actually killing them. So, that's probably a side effect of having too many mods that do death things. So, I am going to look at the toddlers there. They're super cute. And we are going to poison him because, you know, I feel like that's the closest murder to old age. And so it is going to take a minute for him to die. And then we'll also kill Camilla as well. I also want Regina to get pregnant again. Everyone's going to get pregnant again with however many babies. So there she is, pregnant. And there he goes down by the poison. And I'm just checking on her, and she's pregnant with triplets. So I'm like, no, that's okay. We don't need triplets. um, I do have a limit on how many kids I want everyone to have. I'm trying to like make the numbers good so that when we get, into marrying off everybody next time, that there's no one who gets to be like kind of the odd sim out. So that's why I am really curating their pregnancies, what gender they're pregnant with so that we have an even spread, and then also how many babies they have. I'm going to let her have twins because I did want her to have 5, but I'm not going to let her have triplets. And we are going to have Nasir here kill his mother. Also, Cordelia, did I mention little Cordelia is pregnant with twins as well? Oh my gosh, just like it's rough. It's a rough time for me. Um, So, yeah, I think these 2 families are now done having babies after this. We're not having any more babies. They can't have any more. I don't care that there's room in their household. That's it. So, anyway, we have both graves now, and now we're going to send Nasir to the graveyard to put them down. So, let's go there. And I did have to cut out some of the loading screen stuff. My loading screens are taking like 5 minutes. Like it's taking a long time for my loading screens to do the thing. So, anyway, here are their urns, and I did make this platform smaller, so I have to use the red shelf to get it in place. And since Rodrigo was romantic, I'm going to give him a little rose. I wanted to make the like the person who inherited the title, their picture, and then their platform to be bigger, and then the person who married into it, it's a little smaller. And I am going to let the people who married into it have their original last names in their pictures so that we know um, what family they came from. And here's the catacombs that I also redesigned again. And then that is pretty much it. I'm going to have him mourn his parents, and then we are going to head to the Griffin household. Also, I gave basements to these other places as well, just a little peek. So here we are at the Griffin Duchy, and luckily the triplets are children now. So we are going to have to get rid of both Long John and Haley. And there's 8 Sims in this household right now, so they can't actually try for a baby until we kill one of them. So let's do that first. And Haley, I know I mentioned this in the past, Haley has like 300 bonus days. And I feel like that's a glitch because that's an entire extra lifetime. So anyway, so we are going to get rid of these two. I'm actually going to have them poisoned at once. And honestly, I think in the next household, I don't go with poisoning. Oh, here, let's try MCCC one more time and you'll see I try to kill them, but they just turn into a ghost. They don't actually die. So I don't know what to do about that. But anyway, look, Eliza's visiting. Um, okay, so poisoning takes too long. So I think in the next household, we're just going to kill them. So just waiting for them to die because we can't try for a baby until we do that. There we go. And yeah, their house is a disaster. Why don't they have a maid? Let's fix that. Here comes the Grim Reaper, and also Long John is down as well. Poor Eliza. She's like just came to visit her brother, and now all of a sudden everybody's dying. Um, so yeah, the kids are upset. The new maid is upset, and we are just going to write on their tombstones as well. I like to write what generation they are. I think in the catacombs too, I'm going to um, have the rooms by generation so that we know. And I had to get rid of the sad moodlet so that we could go woohoo. And let's do that. They're going to try for a baby while the Grim Reaper is collecting Long John. And then we're just going to collect these urns and head over to the graveyard once again. So Grim Reaper's like, can I really leave now? Is this it? It's like, yes, you have to go to a different household next. Okay, she's eating for 2 as well. I think she's only having 1 baby though. Oh my gosh, she already had triplets. We don't need that again. So now we're heading over to the graveyard once again just to put their urns down. And because I feel like Haley, like a lot of people liked Haley, she was very charismatic and she also woohooed with a lot of Sims. So I would assume that um, more things would be left at her grave. So let's give her an extra little fancy flower thing. And then we'll have Cassidy mourn her parents. And oh, she went to go mourn Mora. Anyway, so let's head over to the Perryton household. That will be the last duchy that we're working with, but we are also going to check in with the Marches as well. And then, of course, the royal family in the last part of this video. So let's head over to the Perryton house. And Mora and Carmen are actually the oldest. So they, would have died first, but we're just going in order down the row here. So we're heading over there. And Carmen is going to be buried in the Kitsune mausoleum. And the reason for that is because that is the family she's associated with. Like Mora was associated with the Perryton Duchy by marriage. So by marrying Mora, she doesn't become part of the Perryton family. And also, I wanted all of the founders to kind of be, presented in their own um, mausoleums. So sorry, Carmen, but you're gonna have to be buried across the way from Laura. It's fine. Their ghosts can come out and hang out with each other. So I'm actually going to kill them, you know, a little more violently and quickly this time. So those two are trying for a baby in the background. Here comes the Grim Reaper. Yeah, not good. Anyway, the Grim Reaper is like, what is going on today? It's so busy, such a busy work day. So let's grab that, and then we will kill her as well. I didn't want to leave those skewers or whatever they are on the grill, so I'm just having him move them, and then we will have her check to see that she's pregnant, which I assume she is, yep, and then we will say goodbye to Carmen, and that's good. So we'll head to the graveyard one last time and have them put down these urns. Also, if you hear my dog crying in the background, he's crying because my dad went to go take a nap and he misses him. There's nothing I can do to help that. Um, okay, so here we are. We're going to put down both Mora's and Carmen's, and we are going to adjust them appropriately. I did have to put move objects on again because this is actually two clips, like I had something I had to do in between here. So we are back to where we started, and here we go. Okay, so Chaz and Cordelia are the only people left alive currently from Generation 1. And the reason for that is that we're playing that household, so we can actually be there when they die instead of having to kill them when we're visiting. Chaz is actually coming up very soon. I think in like 5 sim days or something. He's running out of time. So that's what's going on there. And here we are at the Raven March, and I'm just going to do their taxes and then leave because um, the the people that get pregnant here are at the Lion March. So we are going to do the same thing over again. We're going to have Killian be the donor for Kayla and Blaze be the donor for Adora, and then Adora will keep her baby, and then Kayla will send the baby over to Killian. And the reason I'm using Killian and not Apollo, because honestly, Apollo and Adora look alike. So I feel like it would almost make more sense to use Apollo, but I want to increase our chances of having babies with purple eyes. So you know how it goes. And both of them, I think, are get pregnant with one baby boy. So there's that. I was thinking about changing it, but no, it's fine. So the Lion household is going to have two boys. And Um, yeah, so that's all we're going to do here, really. Let's send Adora out to go on a jog. She wants to go on a jog, and Kayla is just enjoying a cup of tea. I'm going to change their pregnancy phase so that they know they're pregnant. Of course, that means that Adora can't jog anymore. So that was my bad. And yeah, we have our little baby boy. What's his name? I don't even know. um, Zachary. Oh, I probably should have gone through the households. We'll do that in a second. Um, So here we are at the Swan March, and of course, there's nowhere to woohoo because I'm waiting to get cottage living in order to um, actually build their house. Cottage living did come out to today, today, yesterday, somewhere in the middle of the night. Um, but I am waiting for mods to update and stuff, so I'm not going to get it right away. And also, I already heard on Twitter that there's been some problems, so I'm going to let them work that out first before I get the pack, and then we'll build this family a house. So we're all set here. Let me just check and make sure she's pregnant. Yep. And actually, I am going to change it to a girl because everybody can't be having boys. So we're going to do that. Right now, we're queued up for 14 boys and 13 girls total in Generation 3. So that's what's going on. I am keeping track. Okay, and we're going to head over to the royal family, but let me talk about each of the households as well first, because in the royal family, we're just going to be working on everyone's aspirations and stuff. So in the Griffin household, let's start with that one. We have the triplets, Mikael Jr., LJ, and Xander. LJ does have purple eyes. And then after that, we have Esther, who does not have purple eyes. And then they are currently pregnant. In the Siren household, we have Giselle and Cody and Joanna. Joanna is Rodrigo's child, and they are currently pregnant. In the Kitsune household, we have Lila and Aubrey, who are twins, and then Deacon, and they're currently everyone's pregnant. And then in the Perryton household, we have Morgan and Winston. And then in um, the Swan household, we have Raina. And in the Lion household, we have Zachary. And in the Raven household, we have Donica. And Donica does not have purple eyes. So right now, LJ is the only, well, LJ and Seth are the only two who have purple eyes, and Seth is our crown prince. So as you know, in the royal family, we have Leto and Seth, and now Reliana. So That is everybody. Figured I should be introducing the kids as they're born instead of just being like, yeah, they had a baby. um, so that's what's going on there. And I think that it's good. It's good. So we actually have quite a few children on the way as well. Introduce them when we have them. And that's pretty much going to be it. I might have like the Marches have a couple more babies because they are the youngest. So, everyone else has been having babies and they haven't been having babies right up until now. They only have one each right now. So, we'll probably be adding more in there. And that'll probably wrap us up. I'm thinking 15 boys and 16 girls. Right now we have 14 boys and 13 girls. So I'll probably just let the Marches have like one more child each, and then we'll call it good. So, what else? I'm having Leto work on his homework because he's got everything done, but he's still a C student because he doesn't go to school. So, I am going to give Simon a promotion, and Eliza's already at the top of her career. And she's working on the wellness aspiration. So she's doing some yoga, and Chaz and Cordelia are woohooing. So everyone is in a pretty good place. We don't have Seth's birthday until Friday, and then the Monday after that will be Reliana's birthday. She'll be becoming a toddler. So here we are in screenshots, just a few pictures of the mausoleums, and we'll call it good. So I hope that you enjoyed these check ins, and I'm sorry about the culling, and I'm happy about the babies. So I will catch you guys in the next one.